from the Wilderness Resort in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee.
It's the 2014 Salem Fantasy Football Draft Selection Show.
Hi, and welcome to the Salem Fantasy Football 2014 Draft Show.
You remember me, I'm your Commissioner Jeff, and with us here is our color commentator, Christopher, two-time winner, no idea why, Griffin.
I'm being bribed with cake.
Okay, just to review. We have 10 teams this year, and also, as a special feature, one of the new teams is Aaron, who you might remember from last year's show.
Oh, gosh.
With his hand. Stick your hand in again, Aaron. Aaron's here for his instantaneous reaction when he finds out where he's picking. So, Aaron, if you get the first pick, who are you taking?
Someone.
Pick a color.
Yellow.
Ew.
Continue.
Okay, if that happens, whoever has the second pick, you're looking real good. So anyway, the official selection plastic contains the names of the 10 teams. We will draw them out in reverse order. The first name out gets the 10th pick. Last name left in the bucket gets the coveted first pick, who, if Aaron gets it, will be yellow.
So, how about you give us a recap a little bit of the finals from last year?
The finals from last year, Salem Bowl, whatever number it was, I don't remember, it's been so many. Last year's winner was the rookie team, friend of Pastor Jake's, Detroit's Lions Den.
Hold on a second. If I remember correctly,
And sometimes you do.
then I might have mentioned it last draft show. Do we have a clip of that?
We're up to the 7th pick. Detroit's Lions Den. This is one of Pastor Jake's friends, who's apparently really competitive.
Oh. Well, welcome to the league. You will probably win.
Seagulls.
Oh, hi. So, yeah, I told you so. Glad you decided to stick around. You see wonderful people in the league, and they're even easy to beat. So, I'm glad you stayed. Now, I have a prediction for this year. I think a man is going to win.
He's really going out on a limb there, people, as our one female participant from last year isn't participating this year.
I'm going to be 2 for 2. Real fortune teller over here. So then, should we start?
We should start. We should mention our first sponsor, Three Bears General Store, the official store in Gatlinburg, 40,000 square feet of everything you never knew you needed until you got there.
Poopery. Good stuff.
Yeah, you name it, they got it. Anyway, give this a good shake. Would you like to do the honors for the first team? Picking 10th and last?
Steve has the
And they-
wonderful honor.
And they can't fool me this year. I know if you hold up the screen, it's going to look backwards to us, but you'll see it right.
No, no.
The silly nannies.
Although props to you for the team name. It's similar to if you chose a team name like A Cute Bunch of Puppies. If you win, then it's great. And if you lose by a lot, then the other person looks really bad.
But if you win, then you have to tell somebody you just beat a cute bunch of puppies.
Exactly.
That's one of the names goes either way. Besides, I don't think the owner cares. He's getting ready to be a daddy, so...
Yeah. I love how you make a poop sound. That will be in your future. Congratulations.
This is going downhill real fast. We've only drawn one name. Shall we let Mystery Hand draw the ninth pick?
Sure.
Oh, don't worry. He's ready for Halloween this year.
He pulled out one.
Good surprise, surprise.
Surprise, only one.
Fumbling Faithful. That would be Tom, is going ninth this year.
Hopefully this turns out to be a pretty good year for Mr. Tom, because he's been in it for a while and he's even made it to the championship twice, but he has not won a trophy yet.
This is what we call an awkward pause. We'll be hearing that later. So, Aaron, how are you feeling so far? 2 picks out and you still got a shot at number 1. What do you think? He's making gurgling noises. It's late. And here's last year when he kept talking, we said, "Do we ask you to speak?" So he's just gurgling now. Next!
Number 8 is the Thunder and Theses,
And ripped paper.
managed by Lee Griffin and co-managed by Trisha Griffin. This is the team that picks based on player cuteness and team colors, and somehow wins a lot. Any comments?
He almost met a horrible end when I had to pick his team.
Yes, he'll be picking on his own this year.
Yes, good for him.
He had Aaron pick for him last time. Didn't quite go so good, so he's taking the reins again. This is what? 7?
Mm-hmm.
7.
Thunder and Theses did a lot better last year. They were number 2.
Number 2.
I sense a lead in here.
We're sorry, he just plunged his first toilet. I'm so proud.
Well done, Aaron.
And now...
I was going to say, way to go.
Oh, go he did.
And now back to the show. I'm sorry.
Now back to more serious things.
Yes, I could go second.
Sir's face. Now.
Yeah. Is the Springfield Adams. Here's to hoping that Mr. Dave picks the right magazine this year.
Those of you not familiar with that story, he showed up the last minute, stopped at Royal Farms to get a magazine, shows up at the draft. He's brought a college draft magazine. So he immediately runs out to the store again, and this is crucial because he had the first pick. He didn't want to draft a college player. No points there. So he phoned in his first pick, who, if I remember right, would have been Mr. Peyton Manning. So we'll have to see, will he get Peyton Manning with the 7th pick this year?
Who knows?
Only the shadow. I'm sorry, old person reference.
Nothing.
Nothing. Anything?
I can only think of one thing and it's probably not that happy.
Don't tell us what the one thing is. Okay, 6 slips left.
And plenty of slips of the tongue.
Yes, folks, this can only get worse. After a week in Tennessee, this stuff happens. Okay, it looks like Incognito is showing up. Not Richie Incognito.
Everything's cooler with shades.
Oh my. Cue
It's
the
the new
music.
team. The Clueless Sheep are a new team.
That's good enough. Clueless Sheep is Aaron's team for the year if you hadn't guessed yet. Yeah!
So Aaron, you're picking 6. Who are you going to take?
Tiger Woods.
He picked a sports player, that's pretty good.
That's better than last year.
Yeah, home run.
I'm sensing progress. So you think he'll be cheering about that pick, or is he going to whine?
I don't know. Speaking of cheering and whining,
Our new sponsor, Cheer Wine, the official drink of the South and of the SFL. Kind of like Dr. Pepper, but tasty. Okay, we're halfway through. Is it time for a brief pause?
sure.
Brief pause time.
Ding!
Okay, we're back. Okay, we're halfway through. You still feeling good?
Yeah.
Got some frosting in you?
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
Plenty more icing if I need it.
Okay, picking 5th.
The Clueless Sheep again.
You don't get a bonus pick for incompetence.
I should.
The Holy Huns.
Yeah.
Ah, my team. I go 5th.
Last year, it was the Holy Huns at number 1 and the Thunder and Theses at number 2, which made you kind of think that the draft was rigged. But it wasn't. Now there's a little bit of a less feud between these two this year. And speaking of feuds...
We'd like to welcome our next sponsor, the official dinner and show of the SFL. Lumberjack Feud. Watch people climbing poles, dogs jumping, and they'll give you a piece of wood afterwards.
Wink!
Let's continue.
We should keep moving
Yes, quickly, before we get kicked out of the building. Okay,
before they find us.
we're down to 4 teams left. And
We're hiding in the stairwell.
Coincidentally, 2 of the teams remaining, Pastor Jake and his dad.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think maybe Jesus is rigging this one.
Well, let's find out. Picking 4th. The defending champion, Detroit Lions Den.
Welcome back to the league. You'll probably win again.
You know, I think it was just since last year's draft, he's gotten married. And I believe as of the wedding, Pastor Jake still hadn't given him the trophy.
Ooh.
Hopefully you got it by now. If you tried to pass it off as a wedding present, don't let him off the hook.
Hopefully he has it at the draft this year.
If he doesn't, questions will be asked.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have 3 teams left. We have 2 Simpsons and the other new team this year.
There's another new team.
There's another new team. Yes, you're not the only new team.
Face.
Lucky for that new team, I don't know much about you. So you get off easy from me. And this is them. C's Super Team.
That's
Under
probably
it.
not going to be the final team name. What that means is that the person who registered, it still has the default name. So if you want to pick a cool name, you just go in and edit your team, and you have something other than C's Super Team.
I recommend Clueless Sheep. But not.
Although C is a pretty nice letter.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying there.
C is the third letter. He's picking third. Coincidence? But here we go again. Last year, the last two names left were Griffins. Now, it's Simpsons.
I knew it, it's rigged.
So as he writes down the third team in the draft, it's come down to this. Is it going to be the preacher or the teacher's papa?
That's a lot of P's.
Speaking of, no. Drop, release. Thank you. Picking second,
Is
the Rogue Warriors, which is Pastor Jake's father.
Ooh.
Which, just to make official,
Father-son rivalry. There's a term for that.
there's one last piece
Normally
of paper,
refers to other things. No.
paper in the thing. I'm covering his face on purpose. The last paper left. We will open it up to verify that the number one pick.
the clueless sheep.
Did we ask you to speak?
No.
The number one pick goes to Pork. Pastor Jake and the Riverside Reverends. So, you think he'll know what to do with the number one pick?
Hopefully, better than Clueless Sheep.
I'm guessing he'll pray over it. Okay, so you want to review quickly the draft order for the 2014 draft?
I thought you were going to advertise where to check for hernias.
Can you believe I fathered these two?
I made you leave the screen for a minute.
Okay, shall we review? Okay. Picking 10th, the Silly Nannies. Picking 9th, the Fumbling Faithful. 8th is the Thundering Theses. 7th, Springfield Adams. 6th, Clueless Sheep. 5th, Holy Under Jericho. 4th, Detroit Lions Den. 3rd, C Super Team. 2nd, Road Warrior. 1st, Riverside Riverside Reverends. Now Riverside. And this, Chris thinks the winner will be a man. I, for one, do not believe him.
Don't ask me what I almost wrote instead of Holy Huns.
Remember when I said it was just going downhill fast?
Yeah. Things that.
So this brings a merciful conclusion to the 2014 draft show. On behalf of the lunatics, I'm Jeff. Till next year.
Stay
Ta-ta.
sheepy.